So, I'm hearing now that we are already ready. Already ready, wow, okay. For Star Fox 64. So I am going to let adamx0315 take it away from here. Best of luck.
All right, cool. Hi everyone. Welcome to Star Fox 64 2K%, a category that takes into account score running and speed running strats. So for those who don't know me, my name's Adam. I am a Star Fox 64 score runner. I also have the world record for the highest recorded score in the game with 3,085 points. This actually just got the record back in October 2021. But I also picked up the speedrunning category because I figured this was something fun and easy for me to pick up, and I know the game already and scores and everything. With me today is Safety Man, who is actually better than me at quite a few levels of this game, although he probably won't say that out loud. But Safety, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Safety Man.
That's it. All right.
I don't know what else to say. You pretty much said everything.
Okay, that's fine.
You said more than you said way more.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead with menu. Open the main menu. You guys probably know the lore already. Fox's dad died because of Andros, and probably Pigma did something sus, and Peppy definitely did something sus. Let's be real. Peppy is very suspicious in and James McCloud's death, and we're trying to avenge our father's death by defeating Andros once and for all. So, all right.
The plot starts with Corneria, fourth planet of the Lilac system.
All right. Time will start when I am able to gain movement, so I will count down in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Go.
All right. So again, 2K% involves a combination of score running and speed running tactics. So you notice I'm trying to optimize my boosting, but at the same time making sure I do what's called charged unlock shots, so that I can get as many points as I can from groups. And we're going to see that quite often throughout the run here. Safety, you mind taking over for me so I can just focus on my gameplay here?
A lot of what Adam's going to be showcasing, at least what you're going to be seeing the most of, is score attack strategies. One of the main methods of getting high scores in this game is using that charge shot, which is a feature added to this game over the SNES previous version. So essentially, when you hold A, you'll be charging a green bomb, which it has two phases. One is the bomb itself, and then the explosion phase. So anything that gets hit by the bomb itself doesn't give you any bonuses, but once that charge shot explodes, any enemies that are caught in the vicinity or by the area of effect, you'll get a hit bonus indicated by hit plus the number of enemies that were splashed.
Wow.
So in order to get a high score, what you want to be doing is hitting everything indirectly with the explosion, so that you'll get the point for the getting enemies with the splash damage, as well as the point for destroying the enemy. So essentially, almost every enemy on screen is worth 2 points. And now we're going to be saving Falco. Now we're not going to be saving Falco.
No, we're not.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Normally, you would be killing Slippy, but I couldn't kill Slippy because I can't mash enough, or mash fast enough.
The reason why it's good to have teammates dead at the end of the level is because this game has a kind of reward, or I guess achievement feature called medals. If you complete a level and get above a certain number of points, which is different for every level, the game will award you with a medal. But in terms of speedrunning, this is not a good thing, because at the end of every level there's a about a 5-second cutscene of the game saying, "You got the medal," which we want to skip. And already we're at the first boss. This is Granga. We're gonna shoot its legs, and then we're gonna shoot its back, and sayonara.
Bye. That's the end of Granga.
Do we have a quick moment?
Okay. Yes, we just defeated a boss, so this is a perfect time for a donation.
I've actually got a small announcement. So, starting from the beginning of this run through the Hatsune Miku run, any donations that we get, so we have donation incentives such as the Zooter music and sound effect shuffler. We have a bid war that's open for Windjammers right now. But in addition to that, any donation that you make, every $10 is going to result in us showing off a different set of costumes for the Vocaloids in the Miku run that's coming up next. So there's almost 20 songs. So basically, figure like if we get $190 between now and while Miku starts, we'll get to see some more costumes. So your donations count 3 times over.
Yo, sick.
Yo, that's awesome. All right, get your donations in, chat. You heard the challenge. Make it happen. So, for those who are wondering, I made a really awesome, like, oh my gosh, how is that possible face while our lovely host was talking. I golded that split by, like, a lot. So, that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, how did that even happen? So, just in case you're wondering why I was making that weird face. But, oh yeah, we're on the Meteo. This is the space level. The notorious, like, space fighter-y level of the game. It's gonna be a bit of a monotonous speed, just me boosting a lot and doing some random score strats to get some extra points, like right here, for instance.
Sorry to interrupt again. I'm so sorry. This is time sensitive. We have a $5 donation from Lila R that says, "Hey Adam, aren't you glad that this route doesn't force you to go to Sector Y so you don't die to Shogun? Good luck on the run, kill Slippy, and don't miss the Meteo warp."
Thank you, Lila.
Thank you, Lila. So for context, in previous marathons, I have had one incident where I died to the boss in in Sector Y. The Shogun Warrior. So that was a score run though, so that's not as big of a deal as it would be if it were a speed run. The other time, it was a spur of the moment on an appearance on a hotfix show, and I afterwards, because I did my primary thing so fast that the host said, "Hey, how about you show this off?" I'm like, "Okay," and I completely missed the warp and just completely fudged the whole thing.
You know what they say, Adam? Real friends don't let their friends live that stuff down. So you'll be hearing about it every marathon that you're going to be in from now on.
Oh, I have not. I heard it from another person before we started. So, shout outs to Rack and I. He also said the same thing. Alright, so yeah, this was kind of the boring, monotonous part of the level. It's just like waves of enemies just coming through. Now things start to pick up a little bit, so Safety, if you want to go ahead and take over for commentary.
So I didn't explain
please do.
The boost methods in this, so as you can see on the top right, we have our boost gauge. So when we hold the C left or C down buttons, boost or break, that gauge will get consumed, it'll turn red. So we can hold that and consume as much of the meter as we want. We can't use the boost again until it's completely blue. But specifically for the R-Wing, the optimal way of going fast through a level is to boost to half and then let it refill. That's, I guess, the scientifically proven method of getting the most speed. So right now it's going to be he's going to be trying to hit these groups of enemies as he goes through these 7 rings, increasing his speed dramatically. And hopefully not missing any. As Slippy celebrates hitting one of the groups.
Okay, I didn't hear the item spawn, so I might not have got all those last enemies. I've had trouble with, you might have noticed I missed that first ring. For some reason, that just is very, like, Yes, it's very weird to hit that first one if you, for some reason, just miss it just by a little bit. I don't know why, but it's one of those things. It's like, oh, this is a thing that you gotta be
So I should
careful
probably
for.
explain the route. So the reason why we go through this warp,
Oh, well,
the
that's
reason why
not
we
what
go
I
through
wanted
this
to
warp
do.
is that this warp is actually one faster than going through the boss. It's more or less an auto scroller, but it also gives us an opportunity to kill a lot more enemies, up to upwards of 200 plus more enemies than if we were to take the boss path. So this run of 2k% means that we have to get 2,000 points, but also complete the game as fast as we can. So it's going to be a lot of managing how many points he has, and then how many points he needs for the next level, but also considering going fast through the game as well. So Adam has splits. You don't see them on screen, but he's basically got a score check or score threshold that he wants to hit every level. I think in this level it's around 420, 30? I don't know the number. Okay. It should be
430,
yeah,
I think, is what I have.
Just saying. We're gonna be a bit
Yes.
short, but that's fine because
Alright,
there's a lot
this
of
is gonna be
points to be made up later on.
All
But it's one of
right.
those things that you'll have to keep in
Yeah.
mind is that if you're below, then you have to get extra points in the later level to make them up.
All right, so we're a bit down right now, so I'm gonna have to pick it up a little bit here. 40 points down right now, but there's still 3 other levels I can easily make it up in. So you might be wondering, well, why did you go to Katina next? That has way more points than Fortuna. Well, Fortuna is actually can be a shorter level. Here we also want to kill Falco again, so sorry, buddy. You're gonna get
Falco's getting no love.
yeeted off the stage. Yeah, Falco gets no love from me at all, and sometimes
So there is a
he can
specific
be a
reason
jerk.
why we kill Falco, and it's basically because of the next level Sector X. In Sector X, both Peppy and Slippy get chased or affect your score. Peppy gets chased by actually a lot of enemies in the next level Sector X. So if he's dead, those enemies don't end up chasing him, and you lose upwards of I want to say 20
Correct.
to 30 points if you use the charge and left shot strategy. Slippy is not too serious, but he
Correct.
does prevent the spawning of what's called the Killer Bee enemy, which is the enemy that kind of sends these rainbow circles of light at you. So that's a 4-point loss if we lose Slippy in this level. But in this level, these ships, at least the beginning ships, are really passive, and it's very rare to see them fire even lasers. And if you'll notice, there's these satellites that are just on the ground. You don't actually get any points for destroying them, but if you hit them indirectly, you can still get the hit plus bonus, which gives you 1 point.
This is decent.
So now we're going to be accompanied by our nice
All right.
friends. I'll let you do that, Adam.
By the name of Starwolf, you might have heard them before.
He's going to try to bomb. He's going to try to bomb them.
I missed that.
So this is going to
Yeah, I
be
missed that bomb.
a bit of a dogfight. Try to kill them as fast as we can. So this level ends once all of Starwolf team is dead.
Alright, so we just got Pigma left now. Hold on, there's one straggler.
Pigma's
And
dead.
that's it.
Crab emoji.
Pigma's crab emojis in the chat, please.
Crab emoji.
I knew that would get him out of hiding.
One clay catchphrase at least.
Yes, that is the famous Clay catchphrase. Unfortunately, we do not get to see Clay's favorite boss,
That's
which is the
okay.
boss in Aquist. Yeah, but maybe another time. Yeah, so next we're going to go to Sector X. Sector X has a bit more in terms of point opportunities in them. I only have... So my goal for that level is 270, but given how far behind I am, I'm probably going to try to get around a 280 or 290. Let's see where I'm at. Math. 39 behind, so I can easily probably make up 20 or so here. I will have to do a little bit more in Macbeth otherwise, if I can speak
Remember to
at
change
all, maybe.
course.
Yes, I was just gonna say, remember to change course, Adam. Perfect. All right, so we'll see. Normally
Yeah.
it's determined by the beginning, so Safety, if you want to go over and take over
So
for a bit.
another
So I
thing
can
about when you
focus on
kill
this
your
part.
teammates is that they stay dead for one more level. So another nice thing is we're going to be getting above the metal threshold here, which is 150. But because Falco's dead, we don't have to worry about having to kill our any extra teammates as Peppy crashes into us. Watch where you're flying, Adam.
What the hell? Sorry. Jeez. Tell Peppy to
I don't
get
know why,
out of
but
my
Peppy gets
way.
really mad when you crash into him. It's kind of hilarious.
He goes, watch where you're flying!
Alright, so there's a lot of enemies here that it's just difficult or near impossible to shoot them all down. So we just, if we can't shoot them all with charge unlock shots, we just clean them up with bombs. So right now it's just going to be a big open space with a bunch of spinners, which Adam's going to just zoom through because they don't really reward too much. So once again, using half boost to get through the level as fast as possible. I think you killed him.
And getting all the points as we can.
So right now it's going to be the first Peppy chase. So because Peppy's alive, he'll be chased by 5 enemies here.
Ooh, actually had someone cry. Oh no, that was
sometimes
right.
those enemies
Okay.
can just
Hit plus 2,
crash
hit plus
into
2.
each other. And when that happens, you actually don't get any points. You just lose them.
Yeah. If you do not contribute to an enemy's death, then you do not get the point credit for doing so, unfortunately. Blame the game designers. I did not have any role in making that decision.
Well, you got to remember that
I'm just here to
every
tell you what they
enemy
did.
is $64 at the end of the game.
Yes, every enemy you kill in this game is worth 64 pepper dollars, which I think from my world record, I think was over 190,000. I think, I don't remember the math on that, but it was something to that effect.
So a lot of the enemy sequences in this section a lot of them are predetermined and not random at all. So Adam knows where all the enemies and all the turrets and the panels are going to be. It's not random. And here, Peppy's going to be chased by around, I don't want to say like 10 enemies. It's kind of hilarious because he's like, I'm going ahead, back me up. And it's like, you realize you're getting ambushed, right?
And then he's...
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think Peppy realized how many enemies were actually behind him.
Yeah, so
Until
this
you
killer
kind of
bee
just...
here doesn't spawn if Slippy's dead. Because this level,
Yes.
Slippy has a function in the boss, which we won't be seeing. When you get to the boss's second phase, Slippy will try to save the day, and instead get whacked to the Titania, planet Titania. But we won't be seeing that because Adam's going to be killing this boss before he gets to fire his blue lasers, right, and turn his eyes away.
Possibly, we'll see. All right, we made up quite a bit of ground, so we got 289 here, or we will end up getting 289.
Incentive. Wow, that wasn't even close.
Ouch! Hey. Wow. Okay, that was too much. No, I got smacked by the thing, and I thought I was far enough right away to not have that happen, but apparently not.
Kind of the unfortunate thing is if the boss kind of goes down at half health, but if you can keep his health above, like, I want to say 80%, he doesn't go into that send my arms.
Yeah, something like that.
Arms. And now it's just the last phase where you just shoot him until he dies.
What? Excuse you? It was one hit off. Come on, dude. It was one hit away, and for some reason it would just not let me have it.
You might have also noticed Adam switched to cockpit. When the boss explodes, that does generate a lot of lag, so we switched to cockpit and look away from things.
Yes.
Just avoid that lag. There's some speedrun things here, right?
Yeah. definitely some speedrun things. We try to consider lag reduction in score strats.
All right, so what's our
sure
pace? 900. I think you want to be 1,000 here. Okay.
Yeah, so we're about 20 down, but in Macbeth, I can easily make that up in part of it, and in Area 6, I have no problem doing that. Plus, I have an automatic 7-point buffer built into my stuff already, just because I plan it out. I actually have 2007, so I've got a little bit of a buffer to work with, but not by much.
Skip the cutscene.
But it is enough to help make a difference. Yeah, skip the cutscene. In score running, we do not skip the cutscene. In score running, we do not skip the cutscene. I can talk today.
Don't destroy those.
And it's actually because you'll spawn in a different. You'll spawn slightly behind the the train instead of ahead of it. So for score running, it makes it a little easier to do that. Oh, I missed that.
All right.
I just do one bump and.
All right, so I try to explain this level. So in this level, we are using the Landmaster or the tank. The tank has a very different control scheme from the R-Wing. One of the main things is that because these Z and R buttons are features and not just used for barrel rolling, it allows us to tilt. We are actually unable to hold Z and R to keep our charge shots from locking. So when Adam fires these charged unlocked shots, he has to actually fire them before the lock-on feature is able to engage. So it's one of those trickier things to fire unlocked charge shots in this level. Another thing is that in terms of speedrunning, the optimal strategy is to boost to a quarter of the boost gauge. So in this section, there's actually, it may not look like it, but there's actually an incline in the ground. So that's why those rocks are rolling towards us. So Adam's going to be holding up to fire his charge shots into the ground and they'll immediately explode. It's one of those weird visual inaccuracies here. And now he's just going to be trying to hit everything he can from a distance with those charge shots. There's another feature here where if he's able to stay above the bridge, Slippy gets chased by those two enemies.
Just barely.
So the rocks that roll here, you get points for destroying them. So Adam's going to fire charge shots into the wall, and the explosion's just going to reach it to give him the hit bonuses. Fires a bomb to destroy that one bomb turret car's worth, I think, 2 or 3 points. Now Adam's not destroy that tanker. Hopefully, you're gonna soften it up. So that bomb car up ahead is gonna shoot bombs and make rocks spawn for us to give us extra points.
There we go. All right, this is gonna be good.
A good check, at least in terms of going fast.
Yeah, this will be good. Normally I try to get about like 160 to 170 at this point, but since I'm a bit behind, I'm trying to make some of that up to compensate for lost points. That does sometimes come with the cost of a little bit of time, but in terms of
we
the
need
run
2,000
itself,
points to make sure a run is valid.
Yes. But at the same time, it's like we can sacrifice a second or two or here or there to get a couple extra points along the way. Whether it be for like a security like blanket or for yourself or for any other feature, then that's sort of what we're going on here. Do we have any donations while we're kind of just like in this little lull period here? Just asking.
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've got a donation of $30.85 from someone called Safety Man.
Safety, why do you do this to me?
If Adam beats the run in 30 minutes and 85 seconds or less, sure, he gets to choose where this incentive goes. Otherwise,
oh my
Adam
gosh,
gets to choose where this incentive goes.
Alright, so we're going to take the good ending. So it means we have to hit these 8 switches. And Falco's here to rescue us.
I was scared I did not get
one
them.
Of those switches, so thank you, Falco. And if I were
the
Falco,
final one, actually.
Last switch, having killed us in 2 levels.
Yeah. Okay. So this is about a 40-second long cutscene,
the
so
longest cutscene in the game.
have some fun. But yeah, Clay, any other donations you want to read right now, or haven't had a chance to read before, but have a chance to now?
I've got nothing other than to remind you all that your donations count 3 times over right now. 1 for the bid war for Windjammers. 2 for donation incentives we have open. 3, every $10 that we're getting from now until during Miku will cause a costume change for our Vocaloid friends. So make sure you donate. Don't click just donate. That is not fun. Put it towards something.
Make your money worth something, chat. Make it worth more than what it needs, more than what it is at value. So yeah, get your money in, get those incentives going. All right, so next level we have is Area 6. Area 6 is a very intense level, so safety, feel free to just commentate away, because, all right, we are now 4 points ahead. So just for, I'll let everyone know, we're currently 4 points ahead and going to the final level, so we're looking pretty good.
Here's
right
a little
now
bit more information about
2K.
this run. Right now, the current fastest time for the 2K percent held by a Japanese runner known as Miko _ is a time of 31 minutes and 47 seconds. Very, very fast.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think he takes a different route. Yeah, but he does the
not
bomb
marathon
trick.
safe, I would say.
Yeah, it's a very, it's not a marathon safe trick at all. It's a very challenging trick too. So,
Alright, so here we are. There's just a lot of things to shoot in this level. At the beginning, he's going to take out these space mines with bombs, and then a bunch of ships are going to pop up. Our score counter is not going to stop counting up until around 130, 140. So, yeah, so
I missed that. Right.
every one of those satellites gives you a hit for
106.
3 when you destroy it. So think of it, each of them being worth 4 points each. And then clusters of enemies, which we're going to try to use charge shots to take them out. Another important thing Adam's going to be worried about is his wing health. So every time Adam picks up a laser, it replenishes his wing health. But essentially, the wings, in at least the main game, can take 4 hits, and on the 4th hit, they break. And one of the bigger consequences of losing your wings is not only does your flight trajectory get altered, and you also lose your laser power-up, which is actually a huge difference, because the hyper lasers, the blue lasers we have right now, not only do more damage, but they actually have a much bigger hitbox. And with a single laser, it becomes really, really noticeable how much harder it is to shoot and kill things. So right now, Peppy gets chased by these kamikaze ships. They pretty much explode on contact. And then now he's going to get taunted by Andros. Doing a call. Oh, we missed that. That's okay. It's very tricky to to get all these satellites and think about going fast as well. So now we're gonna get some killer bees.
Oh,
We get to see the rainbow attack. I'm sure there's a Pokemon attack that looks like that. I just can't think of it right now. Doesn't Hyper Beam's
Hyper
not-
Beam? Oh no, that's the boss I'm thinking of. Ow.
I think you're fine.
This is
Usually
not
like what, 550? Okay.
a little less than that. 530 is ideal.
If it comes to chance that we don't get that score, probably going to think of taking a checkpoint death. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think Adam's doing fine though.
Yeah.
So this is
We'll
the,
be
the
fine,
second
though, I
second line of defense. A lot of these mothership enemies with turrets. So you can shoot the turrets. They're worth 1 point each, but every one of these larger ships, if you shoot the I guess the head of it and destroy, you get hit +5, so 6 more points. So he's gonna be using a bomb to take everything out here. And now Slippy's gonna get chased. And actually gets the charge shot on it. So if you don't take out Slippy's enemies in time, that enemy takes out all those turrets on the bottom there. He'd be losing a lot if he didn't save Slippy fast enough. And I think you're going to be around 520 at the end of this. If you get all of this. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I think we're good. Yeah, okay.
There we go. All right, 538.
538. Okay, well, you can get that
we
point.
might just need 1 point,
yeah.
if anything. So that's not that big of a deal, but all right. So yeah, Area 6 can be really tough or really not tough. If
So
that's
this boss is very
phrasing we can use there.
It works in phases, and there's really nothing much you can do to make these phases go fast, except for these tentacles. Got him to take them all out in one cycle, which he did. That's actually very hard to do. Those
like
tentacles operate really weird. As soon as you damage the first tentacle, an internal timer counts down, and once when it's finished counting down, you basically can't hit them no matter how much you try.
Yeah. It just becomes completely invincible, and you can't do anything to stop it, unfortunately. Which has ruined a lot of score runs for me in the past, because this timer is on a pretty strict time limit in terms of when it becomes a hit +5.
Yeah, every added
plus
cycle
10.
is a good 15 to 20 seconds.
Oh, I almost got it both. Oh well.
I'm going to step in real quick just to tell everyone who's watching that there is a photosensitivity
right
warning
now
coming up.
Yes, it's going to be happening very soon. So if you are has photosensitivity, please look away from the screen for the next 30 seconds, and I will let you know when it's safe to come back. All right? And it's going to start right about now.
Yeah.
You're raised in chat. All right, you're good to go. You're safe to look back at the screen. I will just be manically trying to finish off this last round of energy balls, and then shooting at the core like crazy. Good. All right. That's it.
Gorgon is dead.
Yeah, I lost a lot of time here. Safety, what if I told you at one point I was 17 seconds ahead of my PB at one point?
You only missed one cycle, so you should be like close to it, right?
No, as in like before this level. I'm now 20 seconds behind my PB.
That's okay. Okay, so you need one extra point.
I need to do one. Okay, I need to do one extra shot, which is not hard to do at all. So actually the first time in a while I've had to do this, so this is different for me. All right, so I just got to do one of these. So one way to do it is to charge shots on the Wolfen, which you can do. For reference,
wait, aren't these guys supposed to be dead? You can get one extra point off the eyeballs.
Come on. I didn't get anything. Okay. No, I've had trouble in that recently. I'm not sure why, but I've had trouble. Alright, I need to get one extra point somewhere.
Yeah, so for this level, you're fighting the Wolfen 2 ships. So,
there we go.
Another thing about them is that they have a lot more HP, and they're a lot more aggressive. And they're a lot better at tracking and shooting you down, but
yes,
they do still have the weaknesses that if you somersault, they don't know what to do, and you'll just be able to get behind them really easy. So now Andrew's dead. We have to be saving our teammates once again. And as you can see, they've learned how to barrel roll.
There. Good lord, that was nuts. All right, okay, think. All right, I had it's these. If you don't do these guys quickly, or get these guys out quickly, then it can be pretty tough to keep track of them. Because I think what also affected me for a little bit is that Wolf has decided to evade me and not. Dude, oh my gosh, I've not had this much trouble with this guy in a while.
But he's better.
There we go.
Can we get him? Yes, there we go.
We're good.
Alright,
Alright.
Are we good?
We're about to find out, but this is not a...
We're about
Yep,
to, we're
this
about
is
to make
big
a
time
U-turn.
loss right here.
Oh, we're gonna. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yep, we're good.
So optimally, you kind of want to kill the last
Yeah.
Vulcan close to the center, so that Fox doesn't have to do a wide angle turn. There's actually a situation where if you come at the center at the wrong angle, Fox will go into a infinite loop and never actually find the center, and it's called the infamous Venom 3 soft lock. So in the tunnel, right left is the fastest path. It also gives you the rare
only extra life I think
power.
in the whole tunnel, if I'm not mistaken.
So we look up to reduce lag. Andros. There's a lot of polygons and triangles in Andros' face. It's probably quite taxing for the N64 to render with its 64 kilobytes of RAM.
Okay, that was close. Whew.
Oh, you have no bombs, Adam. You would.
I could have avoided it, but it would have been a significant time loss. So, all right, we got coming up on the end of the run here, though. And we're going to be just taking out the final form of Andros, which is the real form, by the way. Spoiler alert. If you didn't know that. Sorry. I don't know how else. But
yeah. So a fun fact about this boss is it's actually
come on.
The model for this brain is actually Adam's brain.
Safety.
Brain of a meteorologist.
Yes, I do have my bachelor's degree in meteorology. So fun fact for you all for watching the marathon. Oh,
this is what it looks like before he forecasts the weather. Sorry, I had to get one lick in there. So we gotta shoot the cerebellum. That's the weak point. Every time we shoot the main part of the brain, he does a teleport behind us. That's one thing we can do is shoot the big part, and then get him teleport behind us, U-turn, and then nab him.
one hit. All right. So if you happen to just miss that weak point, that's when if you shoot around that weak point but don't shoot at it, that's what causes him to teleport. It's not the shooting at like not the brainstem, but like the plasma or whatever that's like floating. Yeah, sure.
Cerebellum.
That's hanging around. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just at a loss of words right now. But yeah, it's if you just like shoot around that weak point, that's what causes them to teleport. So yeah, now we get to follow James McLeod, who's supposedly alive now, maybe? I don't know what's happening here. But he's just magically gonna lead us out of the tunnel to safety, and since we finally defeated Andros, we can claim victory once and for all.
Yeah, something about Nintendo and destroying brain final bosses leading into escape self-destruct sequences. I'm sure we've seen this in a couple of other games. Metroid. Yeah.
No, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Safety. Oh, wow. Sorry, that was a little scary. I just hit like 2 hits on the same wing. I'm like, oh god. No. All right, we're in the final stretch now. We're good.
This final boss sequence is lacking a lot of ketchup, mustard, and French fries.
Oh, okay. All right. And this will be time.
Time's coming up.
All right. Yeah, a lot of time lost in that Venom, but yeah, that's it. That is the run. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching, doing donations. Oh wait, we gotta make sure this is verified. We gotta make sure we're at 2K. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the donations. Let's keep those incentives going. Looking forward to the rest of the marathon. Let's make sure our run is verifiable first. We gotta make sure we hit 2K. It's just customary, okay? And 2003, we have officially completed the run at 2003 points. 2K% is complete.
Hooray!
And now we get to go home with a very, very long credit scene. And staff, you can feel free to cut this off at any time because this goes for a very long time.
Oh, don't forget to shout yourself.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, do you have any last shout-outs or plugs or anything?
Oh, yeah. Shout outs to the Hit64 community. If you're interested in score running, go to hit64.net. Hit64, HIT64.net if you want to learn more about score running. We also have the 2K% leaderboard up there as well. And all the score running the more recent score running leaderboards as well. And you can also find a link to the Discord for the Hit64 community there as well. Shout outs to the Japanese scoring community as well. They're awesome too, and they actually have found some tricks that we didn't know about and helped us discover those as well. And yeah, I think that's like, and shout outs to everyone watching, and shout outs to my family and my parents who bought me the console and cartridge way back in the late 90s, and I'm using one of the original controllers that I have used growing up. So shout outs to them too. Without them, this will not be possible.
Well done, Adam. Also, yeah, I'm Safety Man. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
it's so bad
hard to do.
It's
okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Feel free. Clay, do you want to watch the rest of this cutscene, or any last second things you need to just tell the room or tell the viewers?
Yeah, we're going to transition in just a second. Thank you very much.